I have once again made progress on my game, and you know what that means. It means you're getting another devlog. To start things off, I've actually decided on a name for my game. I don't have a logo yet, but since I have the name, we can finally throw out that old game splash screen. So the player is a wizard, and at the start of their game their access to magic gets mostly cut off, so they'll have to rely on good old-fashioned martial arts. Because of this, my game will be called Martial Mage. As I've mentioned in the previous video, I wanted to add secret rooms, so that was the first thing I focused on. When there are secrets in games, players will want to search for them and find them all, which is good for replayability. In my game, secrets will usually be collectibles. Who knows? If you're lucky, you'll find a good spell or something. So the first thing that's important for a secret room is that they are visible, but not much. These cracked walls should do the trick just fine. To make a secret room, I've used a few components. To start things off, an area 2D with a collision shape 2D as a child object. The other children are a tile map for the visuals and an animation player for when the player manages to find the secret room and the wall needs to move slightly backwards and then fade away. That fade effect was done with a shader. The very first shader I wrote, to be precise. With the help of the book of shaders, this was a piece of cake and definitely did not result in making everything completely black, white or transparent. Don't worry about it. With the shader complete, I can now change the opacity value in the editor, and with that I could change it in an animation too. Whenever the player enters the area 2D, the animation is started and the secret door is opened. Right now though, when you enter that door you fall directly into the void, never to be seen again. I don't want our little wizard friend to get hurt that way, so let's make a secret room for behind the secret door. Before doing so though, I wanted some more obstacles. The first obstacle I need to at least make the start with the combat part of my game would be a generic enemy. One that would walk from left to right and back, kind of like a Goomba. So alright. Look at him. Now he's just standing there.
Menacingly!
So I added a script to this monster and now he moves, turning around when he detects a wall. But as you can see, if you were to even touch this malicious being, you'd surely find yourself in a world of pain. So I made moving platforms. All I had to do was, make them look like platforms. With the moving platforms now out of the way, I could continue work on the enemy and actually make it function the way it should. I've also implemented the deadliness that this dastardly creature should obviously possess. After that, I implemented controller vibration. It's not really possible to show that in the game, but it's there now. It was surprisingly simple and could be done with a single line of code. Something else that's surprisingly simple would be for you to leave a like on this video, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment down below. With these two new elements, I decided it was time to start work on that secret room I mentioned. Just like last time, I started by drawing the room on paper. This room could then be drawn out with the tile maps I already had. I also put a grand clock in there, because they're cool. Now as you can see, there isn't a whole lot of urgency when running over this bit of spikes. There's absolutely no risk involved here. So let's change that. These platforms are now unstable. That means the following when you step on them. First they start violently shaking, indicating to the player that something bad is going to happen and they need to move, fast. After that, they collapse. If the player is still on the platform, they fall right through to their untimely demise. When they've been gone for a few moments, they pop back into existence, because magic. These collapsing platforms are the game's way of saying, think fast. By implementing all these mechanics like this, I'm basically putting together a box of building blocks for myself, which I can later use to build levels. Now I'm going to need a whole lot of these building blocks to keep the player interested for the entire duration of my game. But I'll have to be careful not to introduce them all at once, so I don't overwhelm them. But that's a problem for future me. For the next video, I'll definitely try to add some more of these obstacles, which also means I get to design some more rooms. If you want to know the other things I'm going to do for next video, you should subscribe. You could also leave a comment with what mechanics you'd want to see, and maybe it'll make it into my game. For now though, stay creative and I'll see you in the next one.